All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Talking Through the Movies. This is at T3 Media Studios, your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I'm Chris Fagan. This is Joy, hey, babe. Oh, I think the camera kind of moved again, but I'll fix it. Zoom, yeah, that's all right. Let's get right. We're having some technical difficulties a little bit, but nothing too serious. All right, that's perfect. All right, but let's get right into it. We're gonna be real fast about this. I always joke about a tight 30 and then doing the show within 30 minutes, but I'm being very serious this time. I'm exhausted, and I appreciate you guys. I see you voting into the in the chat. I see the main topic question there. We're going to talk about the Oscars. Let's go right into it. So last night it was the what is it? The 98th? Was it 90?
Nine,
90,
98.
98th anniversary of the Oscars. We've been 98 years. We're heading to 100. And they, some big surprises. Once again, like I said, I'm always bragging about it. Predictor in chief, that's me. I called it and I revel in it. I said that even before the SAG win for Michael B. Jordan, and we'll get into that later, I said that I feel like Ryan would not get director, but Michael B. Jordan should get Best Actor. But we'll talk about that later. But let me see if I can. If my split screen is working right here. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Let's see. I think it is not. But let's see if I can fix it real fast, so we're not just waiting. I think that's it. Is that yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so let's get into the main topic of the day. So main topic is the Oscars. So as we said, we had some big winners. Let's just go down the list real quick of the major winners of last night. So you kind of watched it live, right, babe? You had to do some willing and dealing. What happened?
Well, we cut the cord on some of our
Mm-hmm.
live services we were
Right.
paying for. So, and ABC doesn't play nice.
Yeah.
The other channels, Peacock, CBS, any major
They'll let you.
event is going to stream live
Yeah.
with your app.
But with
But
them, you have to pay for Hulu Plus.
there was the only way to get it was to get the Hulu live
Yeah,
feed.
like $50 for the ESPN, but they can't include Hulu Plus
Yeah.
in that. That's crazy. But
It's like, well, you can watch it tomorrow,
so
the next day.
yeah, and I was at work and I was like, don't tell me I want to watch it. I was gonna be surprised I didn't get a chance to watch it, and I was like, screw it. I'm on my way home. Just tell me. And she ran down the
Well,
list, and
we live in an area where antenna
yeah, it's a problem lately.
for that particular channel does not come in. All the other channels do, but not
But
that.
not that,
Or I would have
yeah.
watched it old school.
Well, just like last night when you came through and told me who the big winners were, I purposely saved the best for last for myself. Even yesterday, I had her tell me in this exact order. So, real quick, let's run down the list of the big winners from last night. If you want to help me out, we're starting with right here, top left.
Writing for Best Original Screenplay was Sinners, written by Ryan Coogler.
All right, visual.
Then we had our visual effects, which Avatar, Fire and Ash won. You had the Best Sound, F1, got that. Best Director, One Battle After Another by Paul Thomas Anderson. Your Best Actor in a Supporting Role, Sean Penn, who wasn't there.
I still feel like he definitely deserved that. That you hated him in that role. I loved it. I loved it.
Best Actress in a Leading Role, Jessie Buckley from Hamnet. Best Actress in a Supporting Role, Amy Madigan for Weapons. I think they said this is the first Oscar she's ever won. 75. She's 75. I mean, she's been acting for forever.
Real fast, that intro that Conan O'Brien did. I've never really been a fan of Conan O'Brien, but we'll talk about it later. But that was a brilliant intro. But go ahead.
Best Animated Feature Film, K-Pop Demon Hunters.
Yes, much deserved.
Best Cinematography, Sinners, and that also was a first. First female to win
win
that.
that category, yeah.
Best music original song was Golden.
As much as
from
everybody
K-pop
kept saying
Demon Hunters.
that Somebody Take Me in Your Arms or I Lied to You should have been the winner of that, I'm sorry, no. They had the overall best album or score and whatnot, but Golden, I'm sorry, it hit as much as that's not, I mean, I like pop music but and whatnot, and maybe I identify with the Sinners album more, but that Golden song, it was not just about
I mean, it
by
was
its popularity.
everywhere.
It's not. Yeah, I mean, a lot of pop songs are everywhere. It's not really much about
But
that. It was
it
just it's how it was written and sung
and it broke its own barriers
Yeah.
because this is the first K.
K-pop was
this
the first
is-
time they got an
yeah.
Oscar, right? Yeah, yeah. So
They
yeah, that's
don't-
cool. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Representation. All right. Moving on.
You're missing.
I know I'm missing a lot of major stuff. This is
Okay.
the only ones I care.
Well, because another Sinners winner.
I know.
Best picture, one battle after another.
And then the top category, the most important category of the night,
Best actor in a leading role, Michael B. Jordan.
aka Chris was right again. So he won, and just like it's what I was hoping for. And then when the whole Marty Supreme thing, when Variety and all the media was bashing the campaign against Sinners based on the fact that because a black director got a sweet deal, and I was like, okay, the fix is in. Timothy Chalamet had the momentum. He was, it was crazy, and it was pissing me off. But like I said, the fix is in. So I was like, well, I guess that's it. It was Marty Supreme, Marty Supreme, Marty Supreme, Marty Supreme. And then getting called an N-word at the bounces. and then you called me up. I was probably at work again. You were like, Michael B. Jordan won Best Actor from SAG. And then I said, whoa, pump the brakes. Like I said last week, I said, if I'm not mistaken, there's a lot of the SAG members and voters for SAG are Academy voters. So if SAG is going one way, that usually is a tell that the Academy could go that way. It's not a guarantee, but it was like it put Michael B. Jordan in a position where it was likely. Now, before we move on after that, I posted this question. I got it up on the channel. If you guys want to vote on it, and I'll put it up on the channel too, not just the stream, but I have a pinned question. Why did award for Best Male Lead go to Michael B. Jordan and not Timothy Chalamet? The choices are the ballet comment. Michael B. Jordan's performance was superior. The SAG win and the BAFTA insult. Or a little bit of everything. What do you guys think? So vote on that. Let me know what you guys think. So I think that's an interesting question. I'm going to say a little bit of everything. That's me.
I think
like
it's a little bit of everything.
a little bit of everything.
Timothy Chalamet has done good work, great work too.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're talking about
Has he already gotten an Oscar? I don't know.
that, I don't know.
He's going to.
But it's not that he didn't do a good acting job, but you're looking at all the other things going on.
Yeah. I mean, you with that campaign that he was on to get to push, and it was working. I think his campaign to promote the movie and everything, it was working. But then when he put his foot in his mouth at the 10-yard line, I mean, and the Academy still had a couple of days left to vote. It was like, I think that pumped the brakes on a lot of the voters that didn't vote yet, and went like, you know what?
And was the Sinner's performance a dig at Timothy?
Oh yeah, so let's talk about that real quick. So you love that whole thing. So it turns out that woman, you don't know if you remember her name, but the ballet dancer was
Misty Copeland.
She's
retired,
and she came out of retirement to do that, and she also did a campaign for Marty Supreme too. She did something with Timothy Chalamet at least, and they say that's why it was such a dig. She did either it was for Marty Supreme or it was for Timothy Chalamet. I can't remember. She did something ballet related for them. I don't know if you have time to look that up, but and then when that comment about ballet went out, that I guess that easily swayed her to go, oh yeah, I'll dance for Sinners, right there. Oh, who's gonna be in the front row? Who's gonna? Okay, yeah, yeah. And I'm sure she twinkled told her right in front. It would have been funny if she just locked that eye contact and was just like locked in. That would have been funny. But she did something for either with or for Timothy Chalamet or for Marty Supreme, and that's why it was such a subtle dig to get that same ballet dancer to dance for Sinners for the competition, because I think she was connected to Marty Supreme. Let me know whenever you
says it just says she helped market the film because she posed in a Marty Supreme jacket.
That's it. There you go. Yeah. So say that again. She said she did what?
She, I guess, was promoting that film because she did some posing, yeah, with a Marty Supreme branded jacket.
There you go. So yeah, there you go. And then like, okay, then now you say what about the ballet? All right, yeah, all right, okay, Ryan. Another weird thing I saw that happen was people was upset that Shabuzi was on stage when the I Lied to You performance was going on. All these, you had all the ancestors. He's like, oh, wow. And one of my favorite TikTokers, I forgot his name, but Dion.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was like he was like, I'm sitting here watching the Sinners performance, and then is that Shabuzi? Like a lot of people were saying that. Why the is Shabuzi on stage? It was the funniest thing. I was like, what did Shabuzi do? So I had to look into it a little bit, but I won't go too far into that. But it was weird because he wasn't doing nothing. He just stood there like he didn't know what to do. Side note, the lady who is teaching our son guitar lessons works with and knows Shabuzi. It's like her claim to fame. She just talks. She went to the Grammys recently, and she just the second we started talking with her, that's all she talked about. Shabuzi. Like,
it says he gave her Timothy Chalamet gave her standing ovation when
yeah, of course. I mean, he could not look. He did it like a champ. All right, okay. Now let's go to the next little controversy. Sinners got 6 Oscars. Marty Supreme, that was sweeping, got none. What do you think about that? What do you think that means? Does it mean that the Academy does it right, or that? Is that marketing that they did? Did that really hurt? What do you? I mean, it's weird. All that momentum and then to nothing. I don't know.
Did I watch the movie? No, I didn't. But looking at the caliber of the other movies that were up there, I'm like, okay.
But I mean, is that fair to say though? Because we like you said, we haven't watched it, and I said. And there was this woman on TikTok who said something that totally matched how I feel. I said I was gonna give it a chance, and now that he lost that bad Oscar, I'm like, you know what? I said I was gonna watch it, but I ain't gonna watch it now. So I'm on the fence now. Should I even watch this thing? What else was a couple of things that stood out?
Another, which I didn't know, which makes it worse.
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet's mother and sister are both ballet dancers and on Broadway. So how are you gonna?
That was crazy.
Say that crap when your family is a part of that world, or was a part.
Could you imagine it was his mom? Was like, you know what? Shut that down. Shut his momentum down. This is mom. Mom put him on blast and was like, shut that down. I mean, you never know. I mean, like I said,
people that pointed out it's totally fine for him as an actor to be like, that's not my bag.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in ever pursuing that route for me because it doesn't interest me.
Nor does he have to.
But he didn't say that. He didn't say it's not for me. He said no one cares about this.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. You didn't say I'm not really interested in that area, so I don't want to ever go that direction with my career.
Yeah.
But that's not what you said. You said nobody cares about this.
Right. Like an idiot. But I mean, like I said, just like it is in the book. Again, guys, and if you're seeing we have a live poll right now. Why did award for best male lead go to Michael B. Jordan and not Timothy Chalamet? We have some choices there for you. I mean, is it really about that? No, not really, not 100%. But I'm pretty sure there were a few voters who didn't vote at the last minute and waited to vote to the last minute. Was like, you know what? You know what? Michael played two characters. That's that was unique because it felt like all that love that Sinners was got when Sinners first came out. That recency bias, it faded hard when it was getting closer to awarding it. And then it all came back at the last second. I was like, I've never been so grateful to find out that the Academy Award voters could vote, had such a long time to consider and vote. And I wonder if they're able to change their vote. Now that's a unique question. If anybody out there, if you know that answer, are Academy voters able to vote early and then later change their vote before it's locked in? That's interesting because if that's true, I'm sure that happened as well. And not to bash Timothy too much, but not saying he deserves it or anything like that. Like he deserves the hate or anything like that. It's just that it gives people an opportunity to go back and go, you know what? Why am I acting like I didn't love Sinners when it first came out? And riding this new wave. It was like it gave people a second, a chance to really assess and go, you know what? No, let's really look at this. Let's stop with this recency bias crap and really. And again, we can't judge because we didn't see Marty Supreme. For all I know, I said it a couple of weeks ago on this show. We might watch Marty Supreme and think, damn, that was a better performance than Michael B. Jordan. I doubt it.
Academy members can change their votes while the window of
still
voting
open?
is open.
Ooh.
But once the deadline passes and
That's
the
it.
results are certified,
That's locked, yeah.
they cannot change their
Yes,
votes.
So
A new rule for 2026 for this year was they must watch all.
Oh yeah, that they decided that last year and implemented it I remember because a lot of Academy voters were voting without and admitting that they hadn't seen a movie. Like for example, Tom Hanks was the example. Well, Tom Hanks always puts in a good performance, so I'm not gonna watch it, but I'm gonna vote for him over all the other actors that's in that category, and then Tom Hanks would win. And then later it turns out these people didn't even watch the movie, and that became and I remember 2026 I believe was the first year they implemented like. You cannot vote unless you have proven to the Academy that you watched the movie.
Yeah, the Academy tracks the compliance to ensure that they have watched the films.
Yeah. They really stepped up with the integrity of it, so that was good. So
members can amend their online ballots as many times as they wish before the voting period closes.
You heard it here first on Talking to the Movies. The Academy does have the ability to change their vote before the deadline. That is interesting. I wish I'd have known that before I set up that poll. Go to the poll and vote for why you believe that Michael B. Jordan won and Timothy didn't. Knowing that, they changed their mind at the last second. All right.
There was a tie for an award.
Oh yeah, that happens. That happens. That's happened before. But what kind was it? Short film? What was it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
2 winners.
Yeah, that's happened before. They're like, damn it, we got to make more Oscars.
They both came up and
they both shared the stage. That was cool. What I heard that a lot of people, like the lower categories, they got pushed off the stage fast. The music played a lot, but for the major categories, it's like they let them talk as long as they wanted. It sucks, but I kind of understand it. They got a time crunch, but then at the same time, you're worried about a time crunch, and yet you still let a bunch of nonsense happen and go long for somebody eating up the time. So it's like people can't say that they want to thank their family, the wife, or the kids.
It mostly came an issue when it wasn't just one person winner.
Yeah, when multiple people
winning.
winning.
Like there's 5 or 6 people.
You're still giving the same 15 seconds, but you got 5 people on stage.
It's like the first person, once they say something, your time.
This is by the time the third person is I want to thank my music star. Like, I guess I suck,
And they were like very much. People were going, no, turn it back on. They would not turn it back on. They were like, no.
But let it be like best actor or best supporting actor. Then they're like, turn that music off. I'm talking. They'll turn it off, but it's crazy, and then they'll waste time. And I thought that wasn't going to be an issue this time because they decided to only have like 2 music performances. out of all the categories instead of all of them performing, which never made sense. But still, I guess it was still an issue. I think they'll fix it. They should, because people need to be, especially if they're a first time winner and it's not likely you might win again for those lower categories. They want to be able to be acknowledged, and it's.
I think what they were trying to get them to do, but people don't watch it. I mean, you can, but they don't. Was once they leave the stage, they go to a second area where there's more pictures and there's another microphone, and they continue to talk.
But people aren't watching that live.
That's what I'm saying. Well, most of them you have access to these areas, but no one is watching it because we're watching the main
people
show.
Who aren't streaming and watching it on regular TV, they're not watching it. But I get it. But in the future they will. Eventually it'll settle, but they'll figure it out. Hopefully they'll work on it. I'm glad that they're making concessions. Conan O'Brien. How do you? I'm like the clips that I'm seeing.
I'm not a fan of his.
I've never been a fan of his.
But it was not. It was a good.
But from what I'm seeing so far, he was the right choice. I'm still mad that Kevin Hart was dissed and not allowed, because I think he is always dreamed of hosting the Oscars, and I know he'll crush it. But ever since that, when he was attempted to be canceled, I'm not saying that he would have been the best fit, but. I saw that intro. I didn't finish watching the Oscars, but I saw that intro. I saw the complete intro where how he showed love to all the movies and had the kids thing from weapons and whatnot going through, and that was one of the best intros to an Oscars that I've ever seen. Conan seemed like he crushed it. And another thing that I saw with Conan was that he did he said that Leonardo DiCaprio was the king of memes.
They made
a new one, and I was like, yeah, when you're forced to do something you didn't ask to do, and I was like, that face made, yep, that's a good meme. I'm like, I hope that sticks. Like, anything else for Conan that stood out?
Well, I mean, Jimmy Kimmel was, because he came out and did a little bit.
Yeah.
And cracked a joke about, isn't this because he's hosted before.
Yeah.
So, like, he was like, wait a minute, I'm not hosting? And he's like, well, I don't know what happened to Conan. He's gone. So, and he was cracking jokes. And then made some more cracks about political TV censorship.
Yeah.
And that was pretty funny. The Bridesmaids cast, the movie Bridesmaids, they announced an award and did a little bit, and that was funny.
Oh, Bridesmaids? Okay.
Where they were pretending to read notes from the audience from different, supposed to be actors and actresses from the audience.
Yeah.
But they were.
I'll check it out. I'll go check it out. And in the comments, guys watching live, let's see. We have. I'll read them out in a little bit. But was there what else? Anything from the Academy Awards that last night that stood out to you? Anything specific? Or was that it? They were about the fact that Timothée Chalamet from the Marty Supreme went 1-0, and they kept putting the camera on him, and they wanted. It's not like he's gonna be. Oh, this is something that stood out to me big time at the Academy. When what's his name? Young man who sung I Lied to You when he was playing.
Miles Canton.
When Miles performed, and right before the ancestors got on stage and they did that part, and he was walking through the audience. Why the hell was Remick and his two other people? Did you see this?
He had his teeth in it.
Yeah, teeth and everything. He was right there, still trying to get to Sammy. He was still messing with Sammy. I was like, that was brilliant, and you know what? Maybe I haven't gone through TikTok enough, but I saw nobody really talking about that. I was like, they still Remick's ass was still trying to get to Sammy, and I thought that was awesome when before all the people on the stage got there. The three actors, Remick and the other two people, and while the guy, the husband. Vampire was like, the dude still look creepy. Even in this tuxedo at the Oscars, the dude still looked creepy as hell. I could not I was like, that dude freaked me out. I'm like, damn, like Remick was. I thought that was funny. I thought that was awesome. That
I'm saying I did
you
see
saw that?
yeah, oh yeah, I saw that. I did
Okay.
see another meme too that was people made, not during the show, of Leonardo DiCaprio and Tiana Taylor
Yeah.
because they were maybe it was in between like commercials, and so everybody was kind of turned around,
Yeah.
and they were like, looks like they were whispering and pointing and stuff, and so someone made like a meme like these two, like they're gossiping to each other because they were.
Did they do that recently at another award show where Leonardo was whispering, people trying to figure out what he was talking about? Like, I guess, yeah, I guess Leo's got a new clique, but that's funny. Real quick, all right, let's go to the comments real quick. The live chat, we got Iron Boy Wonder 2766 says, damn, trying to get, how do I get this thing off? What is this? Okay. He says, and I guess responding to somebody else, speech best won Oscar 2026 at the movie couple should one same, I don't know, what is this? Should one same Golden Globe, BAFTA, Critic Choice, at least SAG Award won? Also, say my favorite Michael B. Jordan. Okay. Iron Boy Wonder, he continues on and says, what is this? It says, monologue with Smith. Now have vibe. I Am Legend 2 would be Top Gun Maverick Will Smith sequel. I don't get what's going on. Brianna Jasmine's returned back to the channel. She says, and none for Marty Supreme. Bye. Wolf Star 675 says Sinners won 4 Oscars, not 6. But other people who worked on Sinners won Oscars. I thought it was a total of 6 wins.
Sinners won 4.
Oh, okay.
One Battle After Another got
One
6.
Battle After Another won 6. Oh, sorry about that. You're right, Wolf. My bad. LOL, people are being obtuse about Chalamet's comments. His point is ballet and opera are dying industries and that cinema is going the same way with people no longer going to the movies.
I don't feel like it is a dying industry.
Have we ever gone to a ballet?
No, but ballet and
case in point.
Broadway shows are still
but they
selling
still sell out, yeah.
And some of these Broadway shows have been performing for years still with sold out shows.
Iron Boy Wonder says, is that his speech mentions actors that become...
Oh, he's saying that his Michael B. Jordan gave a great speech because he mentioned all of the black actors that
they came before him. Yeah, and I saw a meme about that. Yeah, I thought that was awesome. I thought that was great that he mentioned that. That was a great moment of the night. Let me close the poll real quick and get all this other stuff out the way. Let's see if I can find. I don't know if it was. Poll is closed. Let's see if it'll show me. So it's 50-50. It's people. 50% of you said why. I said my question was why did the award for best male lead go to Michael B. Jordan and not Timothée Chalamet? 50% of you said because Michael B. Jordan's performance was superior, and 50% of you said it was a little bit of everything: the ballet comment, SAG win, the BAFTA thing, the superior performance, a little bit of everything. There you go. So 50-50. But since 50% is the superior performance and 50% includes that superior performance, we're just gonna say superior performance, which is as it should be. But guys, let us know what you guys thought about the Oscars. I still have to watch it and catch up with everything. So far, the clips that I'm watching and everything were great. I'm pretty happy with the fact we have Ryan Coogler got best screenplay. He got an Oscar for the first time. A lot of records firsts from the Oscars, and it was great. I'm glad that it turned out the way it did. Sorry, Tim, you didn't get any last time, but you got those other awards though. So there you go. Iron Boy Wonder says Jamie Foxx Instagram. Will Smith, congratulations, win, standing ovation, loved, even Emma Stone's cute. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they showed love after that win. That's great. Last topic before we go, real quick, some little bit of TV news. Buffy the Vampire Slayer sequel series was canceled, and it's let's see if I had it up here. If you can Help me out real quick. Let's find out. Let's talk about why it was canceled.
Hulu has canceled the planned Buffy the Vampire Slayer sequel series titled Buffy New Sunnydale, which was set to star Sarah Michelle Gellar and be directed by Chloe Zhao. Gellar confirmed the cancellation on Instagram, stating that despite her return, the project is not moving forward. The series was planned as a continuation, not a direct reboot, with Gellar returning as Buffy Summers. Gellar hinted at difficulties with an executive who was not a fan of the original series. From Variety, Gellar expressed her sadness but thanked director Chloe Zhao for reminding her how much the character means to her and the fans.
I'm a huge Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan. I loved it. I even have the comic book that was like the last season of it. So I was looking forward to this, and I thought we were gonna definitely get it. It was greenlit and then canceled before it even started. It's crazy. And it seems like you said right here that it was just one executive producer who was not a fan of it. Then why the hell are you producing it then? I guess I get it. I mean, if it makes money, you're gonna put your money in it. But so technically, here's the thing that makes no sense to me.
Well, to me, I'm assuming you're saying that they were not a fan of the original, which to me would mean you were going a whole different route without it being that person.
With Sarah Michelle being also an executive, she's going to have creative control.
So that means they're butting heads.
Probably.
I'm saying I want to go.
You think Sarah's being nice
and she's saying, but it's supposed to be a continuation, and they can't come to an agreement. So then it's like, well, then fine, it's just off then.
How long do you think it's going to take? How many years is it going to take before Sarah really spills the tea? A year, 2 years, 3? It's like that motherfucker wasn't like wait. So I was like, but if you wasn't a fan of this movie, like why did you attach yourself in the first place? Like, get out of here. Like, it makes no sense. I don't like the fact that that it was canceled like that. I feel like people were really looking forward to it. I think it really could have done well, but I don't know. I feel like I feel like maybe there's still a chance. I mean, maybe if she can find another producer to get on board with it, or if she can what is it called? Not what is it called? Fundraise for it. Yeah, let's see what happens. Maybe she might be able to fundraise for it and get the money for it. It's been done before. I think Jessica Biel did it for one of her old shows, and did a little thing. I don't think it made any money, but it still happened. But I don't think that it's cool for fans to fund a movie that they can't share the profits in or see. So I don't know. I'm weird about that.
I say, yeah, Brianna already corrected herself. Because that Chloe Zhao directed Hamnet, which was up for an Oscar.
Yeah. She was also,
She was
attached to do this,
yeah.
Oh yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Chloe Zhao was the director of that Eternals movie. I think that was
Eternals.
Yeah.
Nomadland.
Yeah. But yeah. So they had a great director. They had a bunch of great stuff, momentum going for that. But I mean, it sucks. The infighting, the creative differences. I'm a huge fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was looking forward to that. And now when Ready or Not, Here I comes out and Sarah Michelle Gellar is in that, that's going to make people go, damn it, I want that Buffy series now. How much you want to bet? Put your money on it. Here's another prediction. Right after Sarah Michelle Gellar crushes it on Ready or Not, Here I Come, when that movie comes out, people are going to be like, damn it, I want that Buffy. And that's going to be the thing that makes Buffy come out. Mark my words. What other comments are we seeing before we go? Second Black Writer to win. First one, Jordan Peele
was the first.
Got it out in 2018. That's from Iron Boy Wonder. And then you already talked about what Brianna was talking about. I think Chloe Zhao directed Sinners. Directed Sinners? No.
She thought that. I said she corrected herself. She said it was Hamnet.
Yeah. I like Ryan Coogler. No, Ryan Coogler. Yeah. All right, guys. That's the end of this episode of Talking Through the Movies. Sorry that I didn't do the graphics the way I would have normally done it and everything. It's just that I didn't know I had to work today, so I I definitely wanted to talk about the Oscars today, so I put a little quick show together at the last second. But thank you guys for joining us. As always, if you want to follow me, go to T3 Media Studios on all socials. That's where you can reach out to me. I'm always there online on all these socials. Baby, if they want to reach out to you, where can they do so?
TikTok is Viola Fagan, and my Instagram is Scrub Hat Some More by Joy.
And until next time, guys, I appreciate you. I'll see you next time. And like I always say, let's keep talking. Peace. Thank you guys for watching our video. I really do appreciate it. Remember, you can support our show by becoming a member or a patron. So click the subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you'll never miss out on when we go live or post new content. Let's stay connected, grow this community together. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's keep talking.